Good morning, students. So today we are going to start our chapter number 9 of statistics for economics, that is measures of central tendency, arithmetic mean. Yes, chapter 9, measures of central tendency, arithmetic mean. Okay, so this is the chapter name, measures of central tendency, arithmetic mean. Okay, so what is a central tendency? First question is, what is a central tendency? What is a central tendency? Okay, yes, so a central tendency refers to a central value or a representative value of a statistical series. And actually, students, it is difficult for anyone to understand or remember a large group of raw data. One would like to know the critical value which represent all the items in a series. So such a value is called central tendency or average value. For example, it is very difficult to remember and understand the data concerning the income of millions of Indians. So, however, if it is said that in 2011-12, provisional estimates for average income of the people in India was rupees 38,037 per annum. So it will be easy for us to guess the economic condition of most of the Indians. And it is this average value which is called central tendency of a series. And it is also called measures of location. So measures of central tendency refers to all those methods of statistical analysis by which averages of the statistical series are worked. Clear students? सिंपल सी बात, बहुत ही सिंपल है कि हमारे पास जो बहुत सारे डाटा हैं, उन डाटा को मतलब एक लार्ज ग्रुप ऑफ रो डाटा है, उनको समझना, उनको अंडरस्टैंड करना बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट है, या उनको रिमेम्बर करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. ठीक है, अगर आपके सामने अभी मैं आपको 30 डाटा भी दे दूं और आपको कहूँ इनको लर्न करना है 30 डाटा को, तो आपके लिए बहुत ज्यादा एक डिफिकल्ट टास्क होगा. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टास्क फॉर यू टू रिमेम्बरिंग ऑल दीज डाटा. ओके, बट अगर मैं आपको क्या करूँ, सिर्फ एक ही वैल्यू, एक एवरेज वैल्यू, एक वैल्यू दे दूं आपको जो इन पूरी के पूरे जितने भी हमारे ये सीरीज है इसको रिप्रेजेंट कर दे, और वो एक वैल्यू आपको दे दो, तो उस एक वैल्यू को रिमेम्बर करना आपके लिए इजी हो जाएगा. तो वो क्या होगी, वो एक सेंट्रल वैल्यू है. ठीक है, दैट वाज द सेंट्रल वैल्यू, और यू कैन से रिप्रेजेंटेटिव वैल्यू ऑफ अ स्टैटिस्टिकल सीरीज. Clear? So what is the definition? So according to Clark, yes, so definition, according to Clark, An average is a figure. An average is a figure that represents the whole group. That represents the whole group. Okay, clear students? So now the next is purpose and functions of averages. What are the purpose? And you can say what are the objectives and functions of averages? Objectives, yes. Objective and functions of averages. So the main objectives and functions of averages are, first is to present huge data in summarized form. To present huge data in summarized form. Okay, so it means it is very difficult to grasp large number of numerical figures. So average summarizes such data into a single figure, which makes it easier to understand and remember. For example, it is difficult to understand individual families' need for water during summers. Okay, so therefore, knowledge of the average quantity of water needed for entire population will help the government in planning water resources. Clear? So second objective is to make comparison easier. To make comparison easier. So it means that averages are very helpful for making comparative studies as they reduce the mass of statistical data to a single figure. So such comparison can be made either at a point of time or over a period of time. For example, average sales figures of any month can be compared with the preceding months or even with the sales figures of competitive firms for the same months. Okay, so third objective is to help in decision making. To help in decision making. Decision making. So it means the average provides such values which becomes a guideline for decision makers. Most of the decisions to be taken in research or planning are based on the average value of certain variables. For example, if the average monthly sales of a company are falling, so the sales manager may have to take certain decision to improve it. Clear? Yes. Now, fourth objective is to know about universe from a sample. To know about universe from a sample. Okay, so it means ki students average also help in obtaining an idea of a complete universe by means of sample data. The average of a sample presents a clear picture of the average of the population. Okay, now the fifth objective is to trace precise relationship. To trace precise relationship. So it means that average becomes essential when it is desired to establish relationship between different groups in quantitative terms. For example, it is vague and irrelevant to say that income of an average American is more than that of an average Indian. It is only a general observation, but it is relatively more precise when respective income are expressed in terms of averages. Okay, now the sixth and the last objective is base for computing other measure. Base for computing other measures. So it means कि average offer a base for computing various other measures like dispersion, skewness, cortices that help in many other phases of statistical analysis. Clear? Clear, students? So objectives and functions of the averages are: number one, to represent huge data in summarized form. Number two, to make comparison easier. Number three, to help in decision making. Number four, to know about universe from a sample. Number fifth, to trace precise relationship. And number six, base for computing other measures. Now the next topic is essential of a good average. कि एक अच्छे एवरेज होने के लिए क्या क्या एसेंशियल है, क्या क्या नीड होती है, हमें क्या जरूरी है उसके अंदर. सो द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज यस एसेंशियल ऑफ अ गुड में एवरेज. एक अच्छे एवरेज के लिए क्या क्या जरूरी है. नाउ द फर्स्ट इज good and satisfactory average should have two following features. First is clear and stable definition. Clear and stable definition. Yes, so first is clear and stable definition. So a good and a satisfactory average should be clear and stable in definition. Okay, now the second is representative. Representative. So representative yani an average value should be representative of the entire mass of data. Yes. So an average value should be representative of the entire mass of data. It should be based on all the observation of a series. And the next is third, simplicity. Simplicity. So simplicity is another essential feature of a good average. It must be so simple that it is easily worked out. Fourth is certainty. So a good average must be certain in character. only then an average value can be used as the basis of statistical analysis. Fifth is absolute number. Absolute number. So a good average should be an absolute number. A percentage or a relative value does not serve as a good average. Sixth is least effect of a change in a sample. Least effect of a change in the sample. And the last is algebraic treatment. Algebraic treatment. So a good average should be capable of further mathematically or algebraic treatment. Okay. So these are the essential, these are the points which are essential of a good average. Now the next is, this is now we will start our practical portion of this chapter, that is types of statistical average. Types of statistical average. So बच्चे average are broadly classified into two categories. First is mathematical average. First is mathematical average. Mathematical average. And second is positional average. Positional averages. Okay. So जो एवरेजेस की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग, टाइप्स ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिकल एवरेज, ओके, दो हो गए, मैथमेटिकल एवरेज एंड पोजिशनल एवरेज. सो मैथमेटिकल एवरेज, इन द मैथमेटिकल एवरेज देयर आर थ्री. फर्स्ट इज अरिथमेटिक मीन. अरिथमेटिक मीन. सेकंड वन इज ज्योमेट्रिक मीन. Geometric mean. And third is harmonic mean. And in positional average, there are two parts. First is positional average. There are three parts. First is median. Second is partition value. Partition value. And third is mode. Okay, students. So actually, in accordance with the syllabus prescribed by the CBSE for you, so we will study only arithmetic mean, median, and mode. Okay, so geometric mean, harmonic mean, and partition values. ये तीनों जो है ये आपके सिलेबस में नहीं है. We will study only arithmetic mean, then median, and third mode. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss our arithmetic mean. Okay, so students, tomorrow we will discuss this topic, arithmetic mean. So that's all for today. Have a good day.